However, that can't be said for One Punch Man. Movement is necessary, and fights in this season looked flat. Movement was stiff, expressions were static, even the color grading felt off. Muddy, lifeless, dull characters who once bursted with energy and charm now stood around like a cardboard cutout. It was a hollow reflection of season 1, distorted in every way. Key moments that should have hit, like Garu's battles or the introduction of powerful new monsters, were completely undermined by lackluster visuals. This is One Punch Man, a show that is literally known for pushing comedic visuals and at times animation boundaries. Season 2 failed to raise the bar. This might be because the narrative was more complex, or maybe episodes having a lot of exposition made them feel flat. Regardless of the reason why it failed, it did, and it didn't live up to the expectations set up by the first season. There was a 4-year gap between the first 2 seasons, and in 2015, that was an eternity. In today's anime climate, that's kind of the norm. But back then, that was a long time to wait for a second season. However, in that time, the buzz for the show didn't die. If anything, it got louder. Fans were ready, the internet was ready, and waiting with blind faith that whatever came next would be worth a surprisingly long wait. However, I remembered when I saw the first red flag. I remember seeing the teaser trailer for the second season, and I saw Genos. The first thing I felt when I looked at this visual was disgust. Gone was the dynamic, slick, shiny cyborg, replaced by a dull, muddy metal that looked as much out of place as it did bad. When the show itself aired, I discovered that this was the style they went for every piece of metal in the anime. And there's a lot of metal in One Punch Man. Cyborgs are kind of in every single season, but it goes deeper than that. The energy was gone. The show didn't feel like a passion project anymore. It felt like a contract being fulfilled.